What's going on, everyone? Alright, so Dragon Ball Super episode 61 just aired a couple hours ago, and I'm still like, it was, if you guys saw it, wow, what an episode. This is probably, I think this has got to be the darkest Dragon Ball episode I think that I've ever seen. Like, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z could get pretty dark, but it wasn't this. So to fill people who haven't been caught up yet in on what's been happening, I'm sure you guys have seen a lot about Goku Black and this green Supreme Kai named Zamasu. So Zamasu is this Supreme Kai in training from Universe 10, and he basically gets fed up with humans because he feels that they're always fighting with each other and they're all irresponsible, and he just wants to get rid of them. So he ends up meeting with Goku, and Goku just pisses him off even more to the point where he's like, all right, these guys have to go, especially because Goku's technically a human or Ningen, and technically he's got power of a god, of a god like himself. So he's angered that, a pitiful human now has the power of a god, So anyways, he ends up getting the Super Dragon Balls and going to the future, but not before switching bodies with Goku. Switches bodies with Goku. And anyways, I'm going to come back to this, but it does, because it doesn't come more relevant until later in the episode. Anyways, he switches bodies with Goku, ends up using the time ring to go into the future and meet future Zamasu. He kills Guwasu, and Guwasu is his teacher. He ends up killing Guwasu and takes his Potara earring and gives it to the other Zamasu, and this other Zamasu's like, whoa, who are you, and Goku Black, who is Zamasu, who just traded bodies with Goku, he's like, I'm you, but I'm from the past, but blah blah blah. I came to the future, and basically, I want to destroy all humans, and I need someone with my same ideals. But it's funny because they're both the same person. And then after having a really uncomfortable looking hug, they both decide that they're gonna ravage the planet Earth by going around to all of the other universes and killing all of the gods. They've killed all of the gods in their timeline, so now they're the only ones who are technically ruling over that timeline. So now, go into where we go now is where Trunks, Goku, and Vegeta have finally come back into the future after getting their butts massively handed to them. But they come back into the future, surprised to see that Zamasu and Goku Black are still there, because Beerus killed one of those Zamasus from the past, and he promised them that he wouldn't be there in the future. But apparently, according to Goku Black, because of his time ring, it doesn't really work that way. It doesn't affect him because he's able to basically get out of the way of anything that would happen to him in the past, so it doesn't affect him. Because he's in a new timeline, it doesn't affect. He's got like kind of a protection kind of thing. Anyways, we get some really cool fight scenes going on here. Like, this episode was so much like mostly fighting, and we get a really, really cool scene that honestly is very, from the sound of it, it's almost like very like fanficky. Like, I would see this in like, maybe Dragon Ball AF or something. But it's still really cool, and again, why this episode is really dark is mainly because of this scene. Basically, Goku, Black, and Zamasu pin Goku up against the back of this wall, at the back of this building, and they basically, because Zamasu, the future one, has become immortal, And he basically, leans up against the wall, and he's like, "So, do you want to know what happened to your family?" And Goku's like, "My family?" And he's torturing him by telling him this story of how Goku Black, when he switched bodies with Goku, he basically went down to Earth in Goku's body, killed Goku, who was now in Zamasu's body, and then proceeded to kill Chi-Chi and kill Goten while in Goku's body. How screwed up is that? Like, wow. Like, I want you to put yourself in that kind of a situation. Like, imagine someone that you really, like, someone who really means a lot to you, someone that you really care about, and then all of a sudden something happens to the point where, like, you don't understand, like, what's going on. Like, just something just happened. Like, it's very situational. You don't understand what's going on. A person that your husband or your loved one was there, now they look entirely different, and now someone who just appeared out of nowhere who looks just like them is now slaughtering you, like, is killing you. A person that, who looks just like someone that you care so much about is killing you. Like, it's so dark. Like, this is super dark stuff when you think about it. And that's why I'm saying this sounds very fanficky, because this is something I never would have imagined would have been in a Dragon Ball episode. This is really dark stuff. And while he's telling Goku this is a really cool scene that I liked a lot. Because the future Zamasu is immortal, Goku Black uses his Ki Blade to stab through Zamasu, who won't die because he's immortal, but it stabs through Zamasu and stabs Goku and further pins him up against a wall, all while he's being told this stuff about how they murdered his family and his body. And then we get this really awesome scene of Goku just getting super freaking pissed off. Like, I haven't seen Goku this mad, like this genuinely angry. I don't think I've seen him this mad since Freeza killed Krillin. I can't remember the last time Goku was this mad. And we get a really cool scene because what I just told you about how he was currently being stabbed by that Keyblade, he grabs it and he just, like, kind of, I guess, breaks the whole thing. It's a really cool scene. And we get Goku monologuing. It hasn't yet been translated, all of what he says, but I'm sure he says something like, fuck you, or something. I don't know. I'm sure it's much more than that, but I don't know. And he does this really cool, like power-up scene, and he beats the hell out of especially Goku Black. And then the one scene I really liked was he knocks Zamasu down because Zamasu tries to fire a ki blast at him, and Goku disappears and appears behind him and knocks him down, and then fires like a whole barrage of ki blasts. A scene I really liked is when Zamasu is down, and inside of this building, being barraged by these ki blasts, and you see him, just like get bodied by these ki blasts. It's a really cool, animated scene, just watching Zamasu just get hit by all these ki blasts. It's a really cool scene. And then, immediately following, he just continues to wail and wail at Goku Black. It's a really freaking cool. And one scene that had me laughing so hard was when Goku ends up, hitting Goku Black down to the ground, and he instant transmissions in front of him, and future Zamasu is right there too, and he turns around like, how'd he get there so fast? And then Goku does this freaking I'm not gonna turn around, but I'm still gonna hit you, backhand that you see in all those movies and cartoons and stuff all the time, but I didn't think that they were gonna do. It's that hit is such a memorable punch to me, because I'm probably gonna remember that 5 seconds of Goku just backhanding Zamasu while not even looking at him. I'm probably going to remember that in the same way I remember the Bruce Lee one-in punch from Resurrection F. There's just something about that that's just so unique and so Like the Bruce Lee one inch punch thing, I remember that because it was really cool and I wasn't expecting it, and it's kind of a cool shout out to Bruce Lee. And this one I'm going to remember just because I thought it was funny and it kind of came out of nowhere. But I thought that was freaking awesome. But while Goku was wailing on Goku Black, aka Zamasu, is getting stronger. He's getting stronger because he's inside of Goku's body. And basically, like, every time he fights Goku, he kind of absorbs more and more of his essence. So, even though Goku's a Saiyan, and every time Saiyans fight, they always get stronger and stronger, even in the midst of battle, I think that while Zamasu's in Goku Black's body, or in Goku's body, he, I guess, is getting, like, powered up even more than Goku would. It's kind of confusing, actually. But I think it's because he's not only getting the boost of, because he's in a Saiyan's body and he's getting stronger while during battle, but I think it's also because he's getting a boost because he's absorbing Goku's essence or something. They explained it in one of the other episodes. It's the reason why he got so much stronger when he fought, after he fought Goku the first time, because Goku was only a Super Saiyan 2 and was putting up more of enough of a fight against Goku Black. Now Goku's a Super Saiyan Blue, and he's getting his ass beat. So, I mean, clearly there's some other factor of power scaling and raising going on here that they haven't figured out all the details to yet. But anyway, because of this, Goku's about to land what looks like to be the finishing blow, and Goku Black, just not even looking, catches Goku's fist. And just looks back up and is like, all right, bitch, let's fucking go. And he powers up this ki blast and shoots it through him. And Goku's like, oh, fuck, And then Goku Black stands back up and he makes his ki blade even longer than we've ever seen it before. And this is an attack I really hope is in, like, a future Dragon Ball game. Probably not Xenoverse 2 because I don't see that coming for a while. But it's really freaking cool because he flings this ki blade, skewers Goku like that Keyblade turns into like what looks like a pen needle, like just a whole bunch of different pen needles that just stab Goku all over his chest. And then Goku Black does like this like dance move and he poses, and then Goku just explodes. Because I'm sure he filled his body with just this ki that's just, ruptured and ready to blow up. So he explodes. And Goku falls down to the ground and he's KO'd, basically. Then Trunks is kind of like, oh shit, what do we do now? And Goku Black and Zamasu start teasing him and are basically like, dude, this is like all your fault. You know that, right? And Trunks is like, what? And it's because long ago, if Trunks had never come back the first time and saved Goku by giving him the heart medicine, then Goku Black would have never come to be, because he would have never stolen Goku's body. There would have never been an extra body for Goku Black to steal. And so basically they're like trying to like be dicks to him pretty much, and just be like, ha, it's all your fault, you dick. This is, the reason why the whole universe is like this is all your fault. And Trunks is like, man, I was just trying to help. You don't gotta be a dick about it. And he was just like getting all super pissed off, and he slams his fist down on the ground, and which causes all the ground to crackle up and break. And we get this. I'm not gonna lie, when I was watching this and I was watching Trunks power up, I could have sworn I had it in my head. I said, it's Super Saiyan 3. It's Super Saiyan 3. And I was surprised because it wasn't Super Saiyan 3. You want to know what it was? I have no idea. I have no idea what this form is. It looks like one thing I thought it might have been is, how Trunks did that thing, Vegeta did it too, back in the Cell arc, where they were Super Saiyans, but then they buffed up all of their muscles. They called it Ultra Super Saiyan, or as Vegeta called himself, Super Vegeta, and Trunks called himself Super Trunks, at least in the games. I thought that that's what it was, but if you used it in Super Saiyan 2, Do you know what I mean? Because you know how how Vegeta and Trunks did that in the Cell arc in Super Saiyan 1? Like, it kind of amplified Super Saiyan 1's abilities. Like, at first I thought this was if you did that as a Super Saiyan 2. If you try to buff up your muscles and everything like that as a Super Saiyan 2. That's what I thought that maybe this was. But after closer examination, I don't know. My biggest question is, what's that blue aura? Like, that's the thing that throws off everything. Because his hair is kind of more of the same. He's got lightning like Super Saiyan 2, but his hair, it sticks up a little bit more in the back, but that's it, really. What I really liked is when he was walking, like, all of, like, everything was shaking just by him walking. And the transformation itself was really cool because his muscles did, like, buff up. Like, his shoulders, his chest, and his thighs and his legs, they all got really buff. But when the transformation was complete, you saw it all shrink back down. So it was kind of like a physical representation of, oh, he got a lot stronger, but it's not going to slow him down any, or it's not going to, change his appearance. It's just kind of telling the audience, like, look, Trunks is getting a whole shit ton of power, but it's not going to be like before when he got a whole shit ton of power, but it was pointless because he couldn't even hit Cell. So there, he's still skinny or whatever. So, but I'm just so confused because what this reminds me of actually is when Goku went Kaioken when he was a Super Saiyan Blue, when he fought against Hit, because Goku had the Super Saiyan Blue aura on the inside, but then he had the red Kaioken aura on the outside. That's what this looks like, but with Super Saiyan. Like, he looks like he's got some sort of blue aura on the inside, and then he's got the Super Saiyan aura around it. But, I mean, that wouldn't make any sense at all. So, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this new form is. Though maybe they'll explain it next episode. Maybe they won't explain it at all. In fact, that's probably my guess. A lot of people are like, I wonder what this form is. Well, keep wondering, because I'm pretty sure they're not going to explain what this form really is. I mean, unless they do, but I'm pretty sure, given Toei's track record, like, we still don't even know really what Super Saiyan Blue is. We just know that it's kind of, Super Saiyan with God Ki, even though a regular blonde Super Saiyan still exists. I don't know. That part is still very confusing to me. But what did you guys think of the episode? I thought it was awesome. I thought it was really cool. I don't know. Definitely the darkest Dragon Ball episode I've ever seen. So, anyways, sound off down below and let me know what you guys think. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.